In fact, there have been, and there continues to be, instances of couples who have married out of their caste.
Thank you.
Different. So the point is, when we stay the different, how to stay together, that's the point. So the main thing that how to get the happy. So when we have the conflict, whatever we call the conflict, impossible to stay together peacefully, especially religious, in the term of religions. I can say that religion.
Louder, please. Peace, yes. Giving. Okay, so the topic is about harmony, understanding, living together, understanding the differences, right? So as a people, as a citizen of the world, what do you think is the most important thing that you need to have in order to live with different faith, different beliefs? What do you think is the most important thing? Of course, love and compassion, right? What else? He believes in faith these days, right? So one thing is we need to respect them. It's their faith, it's their belief. It's not yours, but it's theirs. We are not here to judge people, and I'm sure that everyone was brought up that way, not to be judgmental, right? Because you don't like to be judged. So why would you judge other people? And in order to be that, to respect, okay, what is the first step before respecting people? To
Accept.
Yes, precisely, to know them. And how do we know them? Listening, right? What else? Dialogue, having a conversation with them. What else? Okay, we listen to them, and then what happens after we listen to them? We know them. Yes, we understand them. So without understanding, how can you respect a person? Right? You respect them out of the roles of the society. Yes, maybe they are preachers, they are teachers, they are whoever, politicians. Sometimes you need to and questions. So in today's world, do you think you doubt more or you question more?
Doubt more. Doubt more.
Oh, let's be truthful.
Honestly.
Okay, what's the difference between question and doubt? Do we need answers? Depends on the perspective, yes. Oh, this is fun. I like this, okay? You should answer me more so I can speak more. I don't want to speak what I want to speak, but I want to speak what you want to hear, and then we can talk about it. Is that good? So you don't get bored of this 20 minutes talk, okay? So usually when we have questions, we need answers, right? But questions could be generated from a positive side. Maybe you want to know why, right? But with doubt, well, it's a little bit, in a dilemma line. It might go towards a little bit negative because you question why. And that question is very important. Why? Are you saying all those words? Is it for you to clarify, to have a chance to speak, or it is really for you to understand the person sitting opposite of you? And I think this is what is needed the most in the society, in this multi-religion, multicultural society of the world. We need to actually listen, not to other people, but to your own mind. Sometimes you just lose it, right? It's like a monkey. One day you're thinking about another thing, the next second is gone. What was I supposed to talk about? Or maybe, are you listening to me right now, or your mind is somewhere else? Somewhere else? What was the last sentence I said?
Say
Ah. is nature, it's human instinct. We always judge. Well, that is what makes us different from animals, right? We have this frontal lobe. Make use of it. We have the intelligence to not be judgmental, to know what's right and wrong. But because we know what's right and wrong, it could be right for us, but wrong for others, right? Right? Different perspective. Same with the beliefs and faith and all the ceremonies that we see in the world. Well, they might be right in their own way. We might not agree with it, but we cannot judge it. The problem arises when there's conflict in beliefs in terms of, okay, why do conflicts arise in a society or in a group of people from different background, different belief? How we, as a person in a spiritual path, who believe so much in goodness, who believe so much in love and compassion, how could we design this path and obtain a little bit more peace every day? You see, if you see the goal as world peace, it seems quite impossible. Like you said, peace is not there yet. And we don't know when peace is going to be there. But how about one step at a time? A little bit more peace, let's say 0.00001% per day. But there's a little bit more peace in yourself, in your community, in your family, one day in the society, one day in your country. And then many, many countries come together like today. Of course, you have 0.001% in each other. Today, there's more than 10% already. I think that's progress. So I think in order to live in a multicultural, multi-diversity kind of society, we've been through what? Understanding, listening, and respecting, right? The most important thing is we've got to be non-judgmental. That's how we live together, because different faith, different beliefs have different kind of ceremonies, different kind of behaviors. You know, you might not understand, but it's just the way it is, right? We see at the bigger goal, the bigger picture. So I will leave you that much. Thank you.
Guest and participant. I'm on behalf of the Islamic faith, and maybe to all of you, the Islamic teaching is perhaps not familiar to many of you. So I would like to spend time telling you about the teaching of Islam concerning the human life to spend on earth. Okay. Because the meaning of the religion, the meaning of Islam, first it means submission to God. But this submission to God also carrying the meaning of peace. Okay, the meaning of peace. It's the religious language of Islam is Arabic. It is the sister language of many Semitic languages. And one of the significant form of the Semitic languages is that it is from a word, an Arabic word and Arabic vocabulary is formed from 3 letters. So Islam, the original letters are just like S, L, M, from S, L, M. Then you may add some prefix like M, and you put some vowel like U, and another vowel like E, so become Muslim from S, L, M. And then the religion Islam, you just put prefix I, and I you plus S, it is. Then you put vowel R, after Lam or after L, Islam. Something like that. Okay. To make peace also. Okay. In Islam, the story of Islam begins with the belief that, I'm talking about belief, okay. Something is familiar to you, to most of you. Something is similar, and something is different, and something look to be strange. Okay. But it is, anyhow, it's the belief to Muslims. Okay. Whether in the books or in kinds of online, some verses may refer to the teaching that to honor lives, maybe human life, animal life. Okay. Then the teachings of the Quran that guide you to honor the importance of properties, not to harm others' property, your own property, not to waste your own property and others' property. So this in Islamic law also about the inheritance. If someone passed away and he left the money in the bank account and also some other properties and assets, it have to be divided according to the Sharia. So not to harm someone's wealth. Okay. It also in kinds of business transaction. Then not to harm the third one, not to harm the intelligence. Okay. So not to consume alcoholic drink, something like that. The children of Adam supposed not to harm and suffer or corrupt the religious teachings. Okay, five things in the Sharia. So by this, if a good Muslim deserve that and fulfill that, so I think they can live in this world in peace and also to provide peace as well as to love the others. One of the important things and also available, this practice is much available in the Middle East as well as in South Asia. The Islamic teachings are about the mysticism. Okay, Islamic practice about the mysticism or the Sufism, which provide people to be kind, to love his own Lord, his own God, his God, and to love creators. In India, so many Sufis, Sufi Mazar, okay, like that. So here I ended my message that Islam also willing to cooperate with others, brothers and sisters, because we believe that all of them are children of Adam. They are our brothers and sisters. Okay? But due to the time that passed, maybe more than 50,000 years, okay, or any numbers, okay, that make us different. Okay? But anyhow, according to the Islamic teachings, for those who understand the true teachings, okay, they will see the truth that in each and everywhere people carry some religious message that guide them to approach to their Lord, to their creators, or to the Dhamma or to the Dharma. Okay, so that by this we have to respect them. Okay, and to this also they have to deserve their rights. Okay, not to harm them, whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims. We cannot harm them in terms of life, in terms of properties, in business transactions, no, something like this. And also not to harm them in kinds of providing something to harm their intelligence and also to harm their kinship. To harm their kinship, just like here in Thailand, we have Islamic bank that provides financials, not loan. Loan you must take interest and usually. Yes, we provide financial aids. Okay. So those who approach to the Islamic bank, I was the chairman of the Sharia board for the bank. Those who approach to the bank and ask for financial assistance, they must bring that money to invest in kinds of a just business transaction, to build market, okay, to build to invest in shop and some other industries that does not harm these four five things in human life. But to take monies and to build entertainment complex, no. It's also considered by Buddhism to be a kojon, a place not to visit, something like that. So okay, thank you very much for everybody, and that we will